All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Connection Hangout. Today is the official start of the new beta phase 1 testing for the upcoming ABC duplication platform. Now, before we get started, let me go ahead and introduce my co-host there in Marietta, Georgia, David Asarno. David, are you there? Can you hear us? Oh, I know David was playing around with his camera there, trying to get some better resolution. Looks like it's kind of stuck, so when he pops back on, we'll go ahead and I'm sure he'll be on in time for us to go over the information. But we're also joined by Brent Brooks out there, who is moderating our comment thread. So underneath, if you have anything you want to say or questions, if we have time at the end, we'll go ahead and take up some questions. But be sure to type those in. Where you're calling from? Oh, there he is. Whoa!
You lost me for a second. I thought it was you that locked up. I guess it was me that locked up.
Yeah. No, you're looking good. You're in full screen. Everything now. You got the widescreen.
I was having computer technical difficulties.
I think we kind of push these things to the edge, if you will, sometimes.
Not on purpose. I mean, malware, Mac crashing, stuff like that.
Hey, look, I was trying to be cool like David. I don't have the fill enough to look cool like you, David. But
well, I don't have any kind of beard. What are you talking about? I'm not the one that has a samurai sword behind me that I could slice necks off.
Yeah, I'm playing some golf for the first time in a while, and so I've got some competition. So I'm going to maybe try to intimidate him with the samurai look here tomorrow. So as I was mentioning, Brent Brooks is doing our comments thread, and even if you just want to say, give a shout out and say hi where you're viewing from, we'd love to hear from you. And the Connection Hangout, this is not a business presentation, nor is it a product presentation. So sit back, relax. If you would like more information on ASEA, Renew 28, or the business opportunity, we encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to be on this Hangout as soon as we're done, and they can provide you with that info. Some of you may have a More Info button underneath your screen, and if so, you could click on that after we're done, and that may take you to some more information as well. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is go ahead and pass it over to David so we can get us started. All you, Dave. Uh-oh. Looks like we lost him again. All right, I'm going to jump in and kind of keep things moving forward here and talk about what Dave was going to be talking about. First off, the beta program just launched literally about an hour ago. Okay, and if you are on the program, you check your email box. I think they are sending the emails out as we speak. Yesterday, Navlin Lewis and Larry McFarland, the principals there at Jixity, the developers of the ABC platform, they gave a fantastic overview on the first phase of the beta program, and we thought we'd just take a little bit of time to summarize that and what it means to provide some useful information on how you can leverage the platform in your messaging to excite real entrepreneurs by being one of the first to be able to take advantage of this new technology, by being an early adopter, if you will. We all know that the pioneers that are willing to take the early arrows generally get the most land, and we are truly at ground zero here with the first official beta release of the technology. So let's see, what else do I have here in my notes? If you don't have your email login info by tomorrow, okay, and you know for a fact that you're on the program or that you've been confirmed as being in the program, then go ahead and send an email to Jake Story at ASEA Corporate, and they'll go ahead and resend out that confirmation email with your login information. Again, this is only if you were one of the confirmed beta testers. Now, I will reinforce this concept of beta release of software. There's going to be some bugs and glitches, okay? So just giving you the heads up. If you're not tolerant of that, don't participate, all right? But if you want to be one of the people who are helping to develop this, and I'll tell you, it's really rewarding. Historically, and even back when I was in the information technology space, being able to contribute to the design of a software solution is very rewarding. You know that you have some say, and your voices are all being heard, everyone that's participating here. And so please give feedback throughout the whole process. dig in there, you know, break it, kick the tires, try to break it. And if you find something that you think can be done better, by all means, there's a little tab there on the bottom right that will allow you to submit your feedback and suggestions. All right, so why don't I go ahead and do this? I'm going to start sharing my screen right now, and we can take a look at logging in. I just actually got my credentials just a moment ago. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to switch over to the ASEA Business Coach. And it looked like the screen sharing took off. Now I'm going to put in the new new password. So if you were as part of the alpha testing group, okay, you will find your old password is not going to work. You're going to have to put in a new password, and they sent that to you. So let me put this in. Okay, click log in. Cross my fingers as we're in beta here. And voila, fantastic.
Welcome to the brand new ASEA Business Coach featuring Jeannie. I'm Larry, and I'm going to introduce you to our rollout plan. You are part of a very small group who have qualified yourselves to preview and shape Jeannie before introducing her to the rest of ASEA.
Okay, I'm going to pause it there. Obviously, it's about 4 minutes long, that initial video clip, so you'll be able to hear directly from Larry McFarlane here to prepare you on what to expect. And then as you go through this process, you'll click next, etc., and go through all the steps. They did this on the overview last night, so I'm not going to go into that detail. And because I want to make sure I watch this video, I'm going to kind of pause here and then get back to our discussion. Okay, and I'm going to stop that screen sharing. Okay, back. No. Okay. So one of the first things that I think is exciting about this, about the platform, is that a new associate is now not going to have to watch hours and hours of educational video clips, as a lot of us, I think, are aware of. Because truly, a lot of people can get defocused, lose their attention, and they just really never get back into it and complete training, get the proper information. Okay, so if what this platform is doing, just like that little video clip you saw, that's all they are, is little 3 to 5 minute video clips that's going to allow you to get education on demand. So you're going to learn a task, and then you're going to do it immediately. Okay, you're going to be filling out your profile, and if you have a question, or like, let's say you didn't sign up for AutoShip when you enrolled, or your new associate didn't. As soon as they start this process, it'll notice that you're not, that person not signed up for AutoShip. So they said, hey, we noticed you're not signed up for AutoShip. Click here to learn about all the benefits and advantages of AutoShip. So they can now learn about it, and then right there be taken to the area where they can sign up for AutoShip and still get all the benefits of the promotional program as well. Okay, there'll be a window that will allow people, if they didn't initially sign up for AutoShip, to get on that free case program, they'll be allowed to do so at that point. Another great benefit of having a platform like Jeannie. So again, they're going to go from skill to skill. And isn't this really how we learn things in the real world, right? You don't go to like a 4-year college course every time you change a job description, right? You kind of like have to learn things and adapt on the fly. This is how people are used to learning, and that's why it's so effective. And literally within a half an hour, maybe an hour, people are putting prospects into the system and starting getting comfortable with this, with the experience of how to create duplication. So really, really powerful. Now, anytime there's an activity that someone hasn't done before, again, like I said, they're going to pop up a little video clip, allow you to watch that training. You can always re-watch the trainings in the library or the academy there. So have no fear if you miss one. You can always go back later and review those. Also, the environment is personalized for everybody. So everybody will have a different look to their Jeannie, right? You will be able to choose like what your goals are. Maybe your goals are more health related. Maybe they're more financially related. Maybe they just financially, you just want to make an extra $500 a month, while some people want to make an extra $5,000 a month. Whatever your goals are, they're going to be in front of you, and your activities and your actions are going to be specific to make sure that you're achieving your goals in the time frame that you set. So, and it's going to help too. It's going to help you because all you're going to have to do is log in each and every day, and that's going to keep you on track. It'll be like having a diamond or a triple diamond right next to you as you're going through each step of this process, the learning process, the doing process, contacting, following up. The only excuse you'll have is if you don't log in, okay? So whether you make your goal, and we encourage everyone to log in on a daily basis, but let's just say it's not feasible for you, okay? And let's say you commit 3 days a week or 4 days a week to logging in. Just make sure you do that, because Jeannie's going to tell you exactly what you need to do on that specific day. If you need to start new contacts, if you need to follow up with existing ones, what information you need to send. And as Jeannie continues to evolve, she'll tell you exactly how much volume you need to make Director 300, for example, or Director 700, how to become a bronze. She'll let you know if there's a promotion going on. Maybe you're just a couple of cases away from getting a $200 cash bonus, things like that. So the more often you log in, the more accurate information you're going to have, and which will allow you to create the proper behaviors for you to be maximizing your benefits. Again, whether it's health-wise, whether it's financially, again, just keep logging into Jeannie and she'll help you to grow. All right, so this first phase of the beta program is going to consist of you inputting names of what's referred to as hot prospects. Now, Madeline talked about hot prospects yesterday, and it might be a different definition than what you may consider, okay? Especially if some of you out there are used to using cold lead sources, where a hot prospect is someone who maybe just got the information and really has a high level of interest in ASEA. What we're referring to here in the hot space are people who you have a regular communication with. You're really close buddies, right? Think of like the TV show Friends, right? Those people that are in that circle. The more connected you are to someone, the hotter they are in this particular definition. So if you are wondering, like, Paul, isn't that, aren't a lot of the times these people's the dream stealers? Aren't they known to be negative a lot because you're doing something different? Well, what we found, and through research, is that the main cause of that is because they're just not approached properly, okay? If you approach your close friends and relatives, for example, and if you just try to pitch them on ASEA and say, hey, you need to drink this product, here, you can buy it from me, okay? That puts a very negative sort of attitude. They start to throw up walls because they start to feel like they're being taken advantage of, or their friendship, you're trying to maybe take advantage of the fact you're friends so that they feel like, oh, now I have to buy something from you. Okay, so they're going to get very resistant. You're going to get some pushback. However, if you approach them in this manner, think about that. Let's say that you approached your friends and let them know that you've just launched a new business, okay, and you could really use their help by allowing you to practice on them your new presentation skills that you're working on, right? And that because you value their feedback, it would mean the world to you if they would just come and listen, have a cup of coffee, if you want to buy them lunch, whatever the case may be. Isn't that a pretty friendly approach? So it's not like you're asking to sell them something or have them buy anything from you. It's just a matter of hey, I could really use your help. I value you're a good friend. I'd really like to see if you give me some tips and some tricks, while I do my new presentation. Let me know what you think. That's it. Okay, you do that with 5 of your closest prospects. This is called the practice phase mode, and you get better. And again, take away the objective of them even signing up, but realize that that's definitely possible. I've actually had people in the past enroll just using this process. Usually people that I consider to be a mentor, and to ask them, hey, I want you to come take a look at something because I really could use your honest advice, because I don't know, this is kind of a little bit over my head, and let me know what you think. So by doing that, again, it leaves a whole world open for them to make the decision on their own to say, you know what, this stuff really makes sense. I'm actually interested in participating. Okay, so again, just how you approach people can mean the world. And that's really the benefit of Jeannie too, as Madeline talked about yesterday, is you can't approach someone who's a warm or hot contact, someone who you have a good relationship with, the same way that you would approach someone, a total stranger that you don't know. And so as you import different prospects, and that's the next phase. So we'll talk about that next week. I think we'll be into phase 2 by next week. We'll talk about categorizing, and the more information that you put about a particular contact or prospect, the more accurate the script will be for them. Okay, so the more accurate and the more data, like if you know someone has a health challenge, if you know they're an athlete or a medical professional, if you know that they really could use more income, click on all this. Or if they just need a little extra income, if they need a lot of income, whatever it is, that script will build, it will pull from all the contributions of various diamonds that contributed to the development of the script. It will pull that, and that way before your new associate even makes the phone call, they're going to have a good idea of how that conversation is going to go, and give them a level of confidence to where they go, you know what, I can do this. I can make this call. I know, and they, you know where it is, and they can even follow down that script as they're in the call itself. So it's really, really powerful stuff. And again, Natalie went in a little bit more detail. I just wanted to give you the overview of that process, and to get you a real warm and fuzzy feeling on how exciting this is going to be for your new associates. All right, so if you show someone these basic characteristics of a new person, a person who's entrepreneurial, they should really get excited, because they'll realize that even someone in the middle of nowhere, as long as they've got an internet connection and can get on a website, they've got a shot at creating success. Even if their upline leaves the reservation, if you will, or gets abducted by aliens, as we refer to it, the person by themselves could actually be able to create success, and they'll be notified and connected to even more people above them. Now we'll know that there'll be events that trigger, you know, upline, upline, upline. So again, it's really going to enhance and help to save a lot of some of these folks who end up falling through the cracks. And I know a lot of you on this Hangout have probably experienced that. So focus on these features, and you shouldn't have to, again, now teach people everything you know about ASEA. I know a lot of us have been guilty of vomiting everything about the redox signaling molecules in mitochondria, all the way to the drawing the circles in network marketing. You don't have to do all that now, okay? You can let them know that they're going to learn everything by logging in, getting educated, learning it as they go, and literally within the first hour or two, start being productive and start being able to input contacts, looking at scripts, and getting the process going. Okay, so very, very key things. All right, now what I'd like to do is I'd like to open it up for some questions. Again, I'm sure that there are questions out there. I'm going to see if I can pull up here on a different device here the questions list. Let me see if I can hit that. So bear with me. You type them right into the comment section there. If you go to Connection on Air, which you all should be at, otherwise you wouldn't be seeing this. Scroll down and you'll see a comments thread there on the bottom. I'm also going to see if I'm on it here. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, our platform here using Google Hangouts is mobile friendly as well. So let me see if I can, but I'm not sure about the comment thread. So let me just go. Okay. Yes. Okay. We do. So looks like we've got some great folks out there. Hello, Connie out there. By the way, congratulations. Connie was a winner a couple weeks ago for our contest. Mike and Lori, Pilar, Cindy Lou, fantastic. So again, if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot them out. Got some questions from before, but questions now. Again, this will be targeted specifically to the new ABC platform. If you do, and I will refresh one more time just to see if we have any. Okay, I'll give you guys one more second, one more school of thought. Now, David, looks like you're getting reconnected here. Can you hear? I can see you. Can't hear you though. Nope, I can see you. he's on the cell phone. Okay. No problem. Yeah, we pretty much went through the information, so I think we're good. Let me just verify if there was any other topics or points. I think one of the points too, guys, and why this is so exciting is we now have 5 years of history with the ASEA technology, about a year of history with Renew 28, which is phenomenal. We have over $230 million product sales out there, almost 75 million last year alone. Great growth curve. We also have less than 2% product return rate, 80% product reorder rate, and a significant percentage of those reorders are on auto ships. We saw a doubling of our auto ship rates increase for last year, so just percentage-wise, and so it's just really a great validation of our technology. And now with this new duplication platform, this is what's going to allow us to go into that more vertical growth mode, okay? Because again, you're going to have to explain less and less about the products because of the results that they've been generating, as well as because of more mass awareness. There's press releases going out. There's brand ambassadors. For those of you, not aware, we had another Guinness Book of World Records broken by a power lifter, Eddie Hall. He broke the Guinness Book of World Records, 942 kilograms, over 1,000 pounds he lifted at Arnold Schwarzenegger's event, with Arnold standing right there, losing his mind seeing this, right? I mean, imagine, like, basically he picked up a Volkswagen. Okay, so again, we have all these validation, more and more. The ASEA bike racing team in Ireland is killing it. They're winning week after week after week. Multiple people on the podium there, receiving their awards. Great stuff. So more and more awareness. There's going to be other brand ambassadors. Announcements made at convention. So you can talk less and less about how the product works and more about the opportunity. And more people will start to realize that this is the most incredible time to get involved with a company just before it goes into that steeper rate of growth. And they'll know how we're going to be able to do it with this duplication platform. So again, phenomenal timing. Start shifting and talking about your messaging and getting good with the ABC duplication platform, because the reality is you could be selling pet rocks with this system. Okay, but the benefit is having ASEA and Renew 28, this patented technology that's so fundamental to every cell of the body, that it creates that stable, long-term residual income. Even after you get the masses to come aboard with you, you want to definitely have something on the back end that people are purchasing on a monthly basis. And of course, there's no better product and no more fundamental product in the entire industry. So again, hopefully that messaging can maybe resonate or maybe cause some bells to go off in your head, and how you shift that so that you can excite the right and be motivating and inspiring the right behavior. Okay, David, do we have microphone sound on you? Okay. Well, you look good. So, all right, everyone. So, if there are, I'll check one more time. Give the fingerprint nod here. Give one more time. Do a little refresh. Okay, very good. Thanks, Terry Russell, for the question here. Do we contact Jake Story at ASEA Corporate to be involved with the beta test? Yeah, but that's not his address. That's a pretty good attempt at his name. He's actually Story, just like Story, S-T-O-R-Y. So it's jstory at ASEA.net. jstory, S-T-O-R-Y, at ASEA.net, and he can let you know if there still is room. I mean, there should be, and if you kind of give it, make a case for why you feel you should be part of the program. Again, the initial few hundred folks in this beta were because of volume and active enrollments that are happening with their personal enrollments that are happening, a few other criteria. But if you're technologically proficient in everything, make that argument. They are wanting folks. And again, realize, guys, the worst thing though is don't become part of the beta program thinking like, okay, this is the do-all end-all. Remember, there's still going to be there's some speed bumps going on, maybe a little bit of glitches here and there. So if you're willing to roll the punches, or you can just wait for a convention, because it should all be a well fine-tuned, oiled machine by then. But if you're willing to take some of these early arrows, then definitely, yeah, I would put the request in there. So will a 3-minute peak be grandfathered in? Thanks there, Brad and Mary Fagerstrom. Yes, they will. So there'll be a migration, and stay tuned for information. We'll send out to, or rather, Jixity will send out all that information on the migration process for the 3-minute peak folks to be able to move to the new platform. And by the way, the new platform is going to be free of charge throughout this whole beta process. And I believe the first month as well. We haven't got that full confirm yet. But go ahead, and if you are part of the beta, yeah, they really appreciate your time, energies, feedback, and input during that. So there's going to be no charge. Okay, very good. Thanks, Connie. Great spelling. Jake's email address. Also, wanted to just mention that. The new ASEA website is going to move from ASEA.net to ASEAGlobal.com. So make a note of that, and you could maybe even try that. I think it works now. JStory at ASEAGlobal.com. Again, the company is moving to a .com suffix for SEO optimization reasons, and because ASEA having the global name, because we're a global company, but really because of .com, and ASEA.com is already taken, and they're not giving it up. But so ASEAGlobal.com will help, I think, for a lot of different reasons. So again, start phasing all your email addresses over there to using that. So it's usually, if you're looking at a corporate person, it's their first initial and their full last name at ASEAGlobal.com. Okay, if there are no more further questions, and again, I will just refresh one more time. Let me hit refresh. Boom. Okay, good. We do have another one. Mike and Laurie Schultz out there. Will the 3-minute peak have to be active for the contact transfer? Yes, I believe so. If it's not active, then there's probably no contacts. They probably deleted, the contacts there anyways. So you can send an email to support over there. And if you're part of the new beta process, you can email the supporter feedback, comments, questions. Go ahead and shoot that through that channel as well, and they can answer that specifically. Okay. Anyone else? Oh, very good, very good. Thanks, Connie. Put that in there. Super duper. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And again, once again, next week we'll have part 2 of this, and I think we'll be moving into the next phase of testing. We'll talk about importing contacts. It's really a neat mechanism. You can select whether it's Yahoo, AOL, Gmail, all that. I know you're probably going to be typing questions right now. Don't do that right now. Okay, we'll answer all that next week, because there's that whole process has been upgraded since the alpha phase, because it's going to help you clean up the contacts too as you're bringing them in, so you don't have a lot of garbage, type ancillary things going on. Okay, so again, tune in next week for part 2. Look forward to having you. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your evening. And super thanks again to everyone. I think Brett was out there too, helping out the comment thread. Sorry, David, we couldn't hear you tonight, but thanks for hanging out with us and all your efforts for keeping trying to get connected. And thanks everyone out there for tuning in. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your evening, rest of the week, and I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.